During the Outer Rim sieges, it became clear that three planets in particular would offer the most resistance. Palpatine dubbed these planets the Triad of Evil. These planets, of course, referring to Felucia, Megiddo, and Seleucami. After years of fighting the Grand Army of the Republic, the Techno-Union began to explore the possibility of raising their own clone army. They began constructing facilities beneath the surface of Seleucami with the intention of cloning themselves a Morgukai army. The Jedi Master Thome discovered this plot and immediately alerted the Jedi. Recognizing the potential danger of a Morgukai clone army, the Jedi High Council reacted quickly and decisively. They sent the 91st Mobile Reconnaissance Corps led by Clone Marshal Commander Neo, along with 3 other battalions. For several months, the clone army attempted to deactivate the shield generators protecting the planet so they could begin an orbital bombardment. After the Jedi Knight Xian Amersu flew her interceptor into the shield generator, troops were able to be sent to the surface. Ever since he alerted the Jedi, Master Thome had been sabotaging the facilities. Once the Separatist citadel had fallen, Jedi Master Aayla Secura met with Thome. They were evacuated just before the orbital bombardment started. The 91st Mobile Reconnaissance Corps and Neo were left under the command of Stas Ali. They were given the task of routing the remaining CIS forces on Seleucami. Aayla Secura was quoted saying, "So this is what victory feels like. After all this time, all this blood, so hollow." This to me really says a lot about her character. Similar to Yoda in the end of Attack of the Clones, Secura seems to recognize that the war is something of a mistake. In the Clone Wars TV show, she is portrayed as a very mature and mellowed out character, and I think that quote supports it. After the main assault was complete, the majority of the Republic forces were rotated off Seleucami, including Aayla Secura and the 327th Star Corps. The 327th Star Corps was often deployed in horrendous environments, and Felucia was no exception.
It's been said that the 501st got the best of the war. We also got the worst. On Felucia, the Seps dug their metal heels into the muck of that alien hellhole and dared the Republic to come in after them. So we did. Only to be met with the month after month of flesh-eating diseases, shrieking nocturnal predators, and other sights that haunt me to this day. Cut off and for all we knew, abandoned by our superiors. Our only hope was Aayla Secura, our Jedi commander. Without her iron will, none of us would have come out of that mess with our sanity or our lives. When her death came, I hope it was quick. She earned that much.
Felucia was arguably one of the worst planets to be on as a clone during the Outer Rim sieges. President Shu Mai of the Commerce Guild was believed to be on the planet holding a Jedi Knight hostage. The 182nd Legion was originally tasked with assaulting the planet, but within a matter of hours after the landing, all communication was lost. The 327th Star Corps, along with a small detachment from the 501st Legion, was sent to the planet's surface to reinforce the missing 182nd Legion. Upon landing, it quickly became obvious what happened to the 182nd Legion. The region was infested with Acklay. That became a huge problem for the entirety of the campaign. The phrase Triad of Evil in a way focuses on Felucia and its hellish environment. After a very long hunt for Shu Mai, Aayla Secura gained an enormous amount of respect from her troops. This unfortunately didn't help her when Order 66 was issued. Secura was gunned down by Commander Bly and the 327th Star Corps in the jungles of Felucia. The Battle of Felucia lasted a long time, but when compared to the Battle of Megiddo, it seems relatively brief. Fighting on Megiddo began around 2 years before Jedi Master Ki-Adi-Mundi even arrived on the planet. The 21st Nova Corps, more commonly known as the Galactic Marines, were responsible for the majority of the fighting, but a small detachment of the 501st Legion accompanied them. They were tasked with recovering an experimental power source for the Chancellor. Palpatine had secretly begun research for the super laser a few years prior. The Intergalactic Banking Clan had several massive droid factories on the planet, as well as a few mines and other facilities. These spots were the perfect targets for orbital strikes and bombardments. As time went on, more and more of the planet became engulfed in war. Ki-Adi-Mundi was leading Clone Marshal Commander Bakara and the Galactic Marines over a bridge into another city when Order 66 was issued. The battle continued even after his death, eventually ending after the newly formed Galactic Empire reconquered the planet. As for the 501st Special Mission, power cells were returned to the Chancellor's engineers, and were eventually incorporated into the design for the Death Star. So these were 3 of the worst battles of the Outer Rim sieges. Thank you for watching. In the coming weeks, I'll be covering the battles of Dagobah, Utapau, and Christosis, just to name a few, so be sure to subscribe.